And today my adventure will begin right here on Veterans Island here at the Carolina Beach Lake. It's going to be a fun day today because yes, I do indeed have my coffee in hand, so it's time for a little coffee walk and talk. Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitchhiking Yeti here. Thank you so much for joining me today. Really do appreciate it. Today's video, I'm going to stay around, the town here. No traveling to small towns or anything like that today. Got some stuff to do this weekend, so I'm going to be just stationed right here in the Carolina Beach area. Got some fun stuff to go over today with you. There's some things happening on the north end we're going to go look at. Little project's about to take place. It's going to help the beach out, which I'm really happy. Don't really go to the north end all that much, and I was shocked. I actually drove down there a couple days ago, and I was shocked on how there is no beach much right there around the old Carolina Beach fishing pier. So I'm going to show you that too. We're going to look at some of the heavy machinery down there. Then we're going to make our way down to Kure Beach fishing pier, take a little walk out the pier, see if anybody's catching any fish, and that's going to be it. We're going to keep it simple. Christmas is in the air, by the way. Even though Thanksgiving's not even here yet, Christmas decorations are going up. By the way, if you have your coffee this morning for this little coffee walk and talk, cheers to you. Let's go ahead and get started. And you can tell Carolina Beach is hard at work for the Island of Lights Festival that kicks off. It is a month-long festival here at Carolina Beach. It's pretty much a tradition now. They've been doing this for many years. But the festival actually kicks off with a lighting ceremony on November 28th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m. right here at the lake. So if you're in town or in this area right around that time, definitely come down here and check it out. It's a fun event. It's fun to watch all the lights come on at the same time. And so after the lighting ceremony, the festival continues with additional highlights like Christmas by the Sea on December 5th at 7 p.m. on the boardwalk. And then the Christmas Flotilla Boat Parade is on December 6th at 6 p.m. along the Intercoastal Waterway. And they've even added some garland right here at this little pier here at the Carolina Beach Lake. And right here at the eating area where they have some picnic tables, they also have some garland wrapped up on here. So they're going all in. And also it looks like they got some new picnic tables. Look at these. Very spiffy. Very nice. Okay, welcome to the north end of Carolina Beach. I don't think I've ever shown this mural right here, but right here is the North Pier Ocean Villas. These things are brand spanking new. They are really nice. Very fancy looking. Very cool. I love that upper level up there. I don't know if that's larger apartments or like a club area where everybody that lives here can venture up there. I'm really not sure. This is brand new, but pretty new. It's not that old. But man, I would love to have one. As my wife said last night, she said, how much do you think it would cost? I could definitely get behind, being there. Like, wouldn't you like to retire there? And I said, oh, certainly I would, as long as money's no object. Which, that's got to be the case for some people, because I think these things, we've seen a 3-bedroom actually sold for like $1 million or $1.2 million, some crazy number like that. Man, I just can't get over these real estate prices. Most people that I know are like kind of saving. They're not willing to invest in stuff like that at the moment, just because the interest rate, everything is just so out of control. And you got to think at some point that might change. Like there might be a crash at some point in time, like in 08 when I bought my property down here. That's exactly when I did it. Right when the 08 thing happened and the housing bottom fell out, yours truly was sitting there waiting. I don't know if that's going to happen again, but man, some people, they got it all figured out, I guess, because there are a lot of people buying homes, and there's a lot of construction going on. Carolina Beach, Wilmington, everywhere you go, there's construction. Even here this morning, right here next to these brand new villas, right here is like some, I don't know, townhome apartments or something being built. See that divider down the middle? So you're gonna have mirroring type of floor plans on both sides. Ocean view at least. That is gonna be really nice. Be able to peer out here, and right there is the ocean. Which, matter of fact, let's go on over that way and check the ocean out real quick and look at the beach. And there's the ocean. Wow, look at that sun. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful here this morning. You see these old wood pylons right here. Years ago, somebody told me, they used to come down here and go surfing every once in a while, and they used to tell me that was an old Yeti. And because we would surf like right out here in this area or just on the north side of those wood pylons. Kind of freaked me out a little bit being out there around those underwater hazards, but they was like, yeah, just stay over here with us. That used to be an old Yeti back in the day. But as you can see, there's not a lot of beach down here around this pier. Look at that. Now this is low tide right now while I'm here, and the water goes right up to the rocks. So there's no beach. But that's going to be fixed pretty soon, I do believe, because as you see off in the distance right down there on the north end in Freeman Park, you see a lot of tractors down there. You see some really big equipment. That is not normal, folks. There's big piping down there. That is because the beach nourishment plan is about to kick off just any day now. They're actually preparing things right now. And it looks like way down there, you probably can't see it because my camera will not zoom that great, that far away, probably a mile away. There's already movement down there then working on the beach. So how it works is they're going to actually remove sand out of the inlet down there between Pleasure Island, which is the island that we're on, and Masonboro Island. So they will actually dredge sand out of that inlet where there's not many sandbars and things like that for boat traffic. And then they will take that sand and move it up on the beach and extend the beach out and make it much wider. And they're going to do that all the way down Carolina Beach and Kure Beach. And then probably early next year when we come down here, we should have a beach right here. You shouldn't have all this water, you know, bashing up against these rocks. So that's going to be a good thing, because you have a lot of new structures down here that's probably thinking, hey, we need a little bit more beach down here because, you know, the ocean is a-coming. There is no stopping Mother Nature without doing a beach nourishment project. And that's what's happening right here on Pleasure Island here in November 2025. And it will continue on through early 2026. So when I first arrived down here, I seen this chair right here, and I thought, oh, look, it's a little makeshift lifeguard stand. Maybe the kids like to get up in this thing and have their photos taken. But no, it's not. It is actually a very inventive way of telling people no beach parking here. Because I can imagine people like to come down here and park right here in this parking lot, as you can see, and then go out and have a little beach time. And that is a no-no. Now, I came down here recently, and this was pretty cool. I have a little fall decor going on. Have this little beachy spot right here behind the rocks to protect you from the waves. And this is a lot of fun at night. You can come down here, and they have a little fire built. Got some chairs. Everybody's welcome. You can come down here and kind of sit right here. We was down here a few nights ago, and we sitting out here just having a good time. Little fire burning, just enjoying yourself. And there was kids out here running around playing in the sand. Really, really nice. Good way to stay warm on those beach evenings. And now I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna climb up on these rocks right here and just show you how little sand there is here in front of a lot of these homes here on the north end. So right here is the old decrepit Carolina Beach fishing pier that took a lot of damage during Hurricane Matthew and Florence. And I don't think they're ever going to open this back up or repair it, which is a real shame. I have a lot of good memories of walking on this pier when I was a kid, and now it looks like it's pretty defunct. The tiki bar right there, see, they have quite a few picnic tables kind of scattered along the places you can go out on it and actually sit. and just watch the ocean and time pass by, but still not heard anything about them extending the pier or turning it back into a fishing pier. But this here is kind of what we're looking at here at low tide. Just keep that in your mind. This is low tide, not high tide. But look all the way down through there. Have all these homes, and the ocean is just beating the heck out of these rocks. That is crazy, right? Now, I do not come to the North End all that often, but I can never remember a time in my life where it was quite this bad. You know, just standing here looking at the ocean and seeing how there's no beach here. It kind of reminds me of a vlog that I did several years ago at North Topsail Island, which is about an hour away from here, give or take. And I think the title of that video was The Vanishing Beach at North Topsail Island or something like that. And this kind of reminds me of that quite a bit. I can't believe this is going on right here at CB the way it is, but I am really happy that it's going to be rectified. They're going to fix this. And this is an ongoing project they do every 3 to 4 years. And Carolina Beach does not oversee this, in my knowledge. I think it's all, headed up by the Army Corps of Engineers. So they're the ones who oversees these beach nourishment projects. I actually covered one that happened the next beach up, which is Wrightsville Beach up in Wilmington. I actually showed the beach and what it looks like, and I'm going to do that here too throughout December. I'm going to come out here every once in a while and hopefully do like a little update video to show you all the tubes and the piping on the beach and the sand blowing up on the beach and stuff like that. It's quite fascinating to see. Trust me, I will not be the only one out here watching that. It is quite a show. So we will definitely be doing that. So from now, let's go ahead and drive down to Kure Beach, just south of here. Little short commute, a few miles, and go take a little walk out the Kure Beach fishing pier, see if anybody's fishing, walk out to the Misfit sign, as I like to do, and then we're going to wrap our video up today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little coffee walk and talk. Maybe you learned a little bit. Okay, and through the magic of editing, we have made our way down here to Kure Beach, North Carolina. And that's something you don't see every day. Right there goes a police officer flying down the beach on his four-wheeler. You don't normally see that in the winter months. Very interesting. I don't know what's going on. But I have made my way down here to the Atlantic Avenue Boardwalk. We're going to walk on out here and go check out the Kure Beach Pier. See if anybody's fishing, they're catching any fish, I guess. And say hello to the Misfit sign at the very end. Let's go ahead and make our way in that direction. Okay, welcome to the Kure Beach Pier. Man, you should have been here last week. I love that motto. That is so cool. So let's make our way inside, see what's biting, and then we're going to take our walk out the pier itself. And it looks like we are catching whiting, croaker, blues, and pompano. Yeah, not a lot of people out here this morning at all. At all. So I thought, since we're out here, I'd give you a little channel update on what's going on. I like to do that from time to time. And I thought right now would be just a really good time to do it, because this has been quite the month. You know, several coffee walk and talks ago, people, the OGs of the channel know that every once in a while I do these videos where I just drink coffee, walk around town, I'll walk out the fishing pier here and just kind of share some information. And I do want to share with you that recently the channel, we have surpassed 1 million views on the channel, which I think is crazy. Never thought I would reach that many views, because this is just for fun, man. This is a hobby of mine that I do. I do not do this full time. I work just like everyone else. Even on the weekends, sometimes I have to work. So on weekends off, I will set out and go to and do my small town stuff then. Sometimes I film, you know, more than one video in a day. Depends. I might do one in the morning, one in the evening. This depends what's going on. We also eclipsed 6,000 subscribers here recently. Pretty exciting, kind of cool, man. It's weird. It is so crazy for me to see this many people watching the channel this day and time. You know, in the summertime, I kind of expect it because I do a lot of coastal stuff, you know, having property here in the area and everything. But in the wintertime, it's kind of my off season. And man, since I started kind of investing more time in small towns, it's been wild to see how many people are watching the channel, commenting, subscribing. I mean, 6,000 subscribers and 1 million views. For some people who's been doing it a long time, puts a, you know, makes a lot of content. To them, they're probably like, sure, that ain't nothing. But for me, this little small town guy here from North Carolina, little country dude like me, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. And it's exciting all at the same time. It's a lot of fun. But just wanted to thank everyone. To all you new people, appreciate you, taking your time to subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. All the OGs that's been with me for the last several years. Thank you too for sticking it out and commenting. You know, there's some familiar names out there that I've got to know pretty well. And sometimes when you guys come down here in the summertime to vacation and I see you out in the wild and I'll just hear somebody say, hey, hitchhiking Yeti, you know, like that right there. And I don't know you, I can't see you, but you know what I look like. And it's always fun to walk up and get to meet and put a face with the name that I see, you know, in the comments. That is a real like gas for me. I love that. That is so cool. So the internet, as much as I dislike some of the things it has brought to the world, there's moments like that of sheer happiness and fun. Is like, you know what, if it wasn't for YouTube and it wasn't for the internet, I would never met that person. And that person was awesome, you know? So yeah, there is some good things. I tend to be a pretty positive person. I try to pick out the good things and not think about all the negative stuff that the internet brings to the world. But all that being said, let's go ahead and finish our walk out here to the end of the pier. As I just went off on that little tangent, I don't know where I was going with that. I got excited, sorry about that. So let's finish our walk out here and then we're going to wrap up our video this morning. And I think it's fair to say that I've not really seen anybody really anything up at the moment. But here we are, we made it. Right there is the sign, Home of the Misfits. Just something that I do. I like to walk down here to this sign every now and then. I mean, I even walk down here at times when I'm not making a video in the wee hours of the morning. But man, I was down here just a few weeks ago making a vlog. There was just people all scattered out along the end of this pier. Every one of these numbers had a person in front of it. And today, there is nobody down here hardly. Very few people. Out here at the ends, you can see the guys down here, they're doing a little bit of fishing, but it might not be a great fishing morning, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Just look at that. That is so beautiful, man. I've always been just drawn to the ocean. I definitely love the salt air, that's for sure. It definitely soothes the soul. If you ever have like a crummy day or a bad day or anything like that, or you know, things just didn't go the way you wanted it to, that I can come out here and just look at the ocean. Just give me 5 minutes and I can just feel it. You can feel the tension melt away. It feels so good. I feel so lucky and blessed to be able to live in a place that you have access to this. Me and my wife talk about that quite often, man. She loves the beach too. And when you can come out here and just peer out, it just, I don't know, it just soothes the soul. It really does. It's almost like a spiritual thing that happens. I just love it. All right. I think that, as you can see some pelicans way out there in the distance flying around. I was hoping they was going to come in this direction, but I don't know. They must see a school of fish out there. They're doing some dive bombing, getting some breakfast action going on here. But I think that is going to pretty much do it for me today here in Kure Beach. I want to thank everybody as always for watching. I really do appreciate it. All your support and love y'all send my way in the comments. I really do appreciate it very much. Thank you so much. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in my next adventure. Y'all stay safe, and I hope to see you all again soon.